Oh, it's story and joke time, and hello to everybody. I hope you're feeling very, very well. Here is my face. There, that's the face that you didn't want to see, but you can't avoid this face because it comes linked with the live stream. Hello, everybody. I hope you are all very well. Comments all flying up over there. Look at them. Look at them. Comments galore. Of course, most of those comments are from me, if we're looking, largely from me. But Esme and Alex, they've already started saying stuff. But they haven't done any jokes yet. As like Esme, she says hi. Alex says, hello, let's do jokes and stories. And then I say hello with a big long hello is kind of my way. It's joke time, it's story time, it's story and joke time. You may start your jokes in 3, 2, 1, go. That's what I have said. And then there's silence. That's just how it's working today. Now, things that I need to do. First off, I'm going to press post on that. There you go. I posted that. I'm going to press post on that. Just getting a couple more posts out there. Done. Oh, stay on page. Done and done. There we go. And then I'm going to go to this so that I can see the stream. I could have you on and watch a different window. Oh, because you want to avoid my face. I get what you mean. Took me a while, Alex, to work out what you were talking about there. But in fact, you were just like, you can do other stuff. You don't have to see my face. But you choose to, don't you, Alex? You choose to see my face. Because why wouldn't you? Tamsin says, hello, Duncan. Hello, Alex. Hello, Esme. Hello, everybody. And I echo that sentiment. Now, if this is your first story and joke time, here's how it works. What happens is, I read these books today. They are Snail and the Whale by Julia Donaldson. No idea what to expect from it. Best Friends or Not by, I'm going to say Peony Lewis and Gabby Hansen. Don't know if Peony does the words or what. Anyway, that. And then Pog, the monster who was afraid of children. That's our thing there. Somebody's actually, I can see they've drawn in pencil over the letters here. Just for fun. Why not? So we read those stories. That's what we do. And then while we're reading those stories, it's your job, actually, while the stories are happening, you don't send jokes. In between all the books and at the end, every time there's a break in storytelling, it's your job to try and tell the funniest joke. And I choose the joke of the week. I choose the overall joke of the week. And then there's a subcategory for grown-ups because they're never quite as funny. So the grown-ups get their own little thing. Otherwise, they'll never win. So overall joke winner and then the children's joke winner. That's what we get. And you can just tell me these jokes and we are happy people. Now, let me tell you what's been going on. Tamsin's come up with a joke. I presume it's a joke. I'm just going to read it and see what happens. Last night, my friend and I watched 2 films back to back. Luckily, I was the one facing the TV. It's watch film back to back, not like films anyway, I get it. Spurs fan vlogs says hello. I happen to know that's Jared. Jared, hello. I hope you're doing really, really well. Send me your best jokes, Jared. I reckon you've got some good jokes going on there. Oh, look, my hair's sticking out. Hide your hair away. I'm going to show you a new hat in a minute. Okay, it's just sitting here. But I'm not going to show you it yet. I'm going to put it on in a moment when everyone's here. So just tell me your jokes. Alex says it's a beautiful face. Well, who am I to argue, Alex? Megan says hello. Hello, Megan, which is a sentiment that Tamsin echoed. Jared says W. Well, thanks for your W there, Jared. I do appreciate it when people just send me a W. Every now and then, I think not enough people just send me the letter W. And there it goes. Jared's done that. Helen says hello, Duncan, Tamsin, Alex, and everyone. And hello. Jared says, we won the match today. Jared, you're right. I didn't realise you were such a football demon. Football legend. I mean, you can't be that good at football. You're a Spurs fan. Oh, no, I don't like talking about football like that. Whatever you support, I'm sure they're great. But I'm glad you won the match. Jessica says hello again. Well, we were all watching Sing with Alex just now. So we were all just like, we had enough time. Jessica went down the shops. I did the washing up. And then we're back. Lots of hellos. Here we go. Here's where no one laughs after saying I was saving up this joke for today. Yes, no pressure, Jessica, but you did warn us yesterday that you had a joke, so it had better be good. I think Jared is actually with 2 R's, Tamsin. I might be wrong. Parallel Alex with a joke here, a maths joke, geometry joke. Here we go. Parallel lines have a lot in common. Sadly, they'll never meet. It's good, isn't it? But, you know, yeah, it's good. Here we go. Jessica, it did take me a moment. I had to read it because I always read ahead and scan it. And I was like, don't get it. I do get it now. What do you call a magician who has lost his magic? Ian. Now, that one works better written down because you can see the word magician. If you take the word magic off it, you're left with the word Ian. Like that one. Lozzie says hello. And hello to you, Lozzie. I'm on the wrong page here. Hello, Lozzie. I hope you're really, really well. Jessica, that's a good joke. Jared says he scored 2 goals. They won 7-3. Jared, you sound like a regular Alex McNeice right there. Of course, you couldn't do what you did without the incredible defensive midfielder just sitting there sweeping everything up. You know, all those hat tricks that Alex gets the glory. What does Duncan get? Man of the match. That's what he got quite regularly, actually. Just when Alex would score all these goals and they'd be like, who's got man of the match? And they'd be like, we feel sorry for that skinny bloke over there. And they give it to me. True story. What did the janitor... What did the janitor say when he jumped out of the cupboard? Supplies! I like that joke. I like that joke very much. Tumbleweed rolls across the screen. No, it does not, Tamsin. I laughed. Get off the case. Megan says, hello, TT, EW, JW, CC, DM, HB, and all. Now, 2 things about that, Megan. 1, you, for some reason, put me way down the list. 2, you didn't mention Alex at all. What's going on with that? Jake has just said hello. Hello, Jake. Really glad you're here. Jake, I want your jokes. You and, I reckon you and Jared should be able to, between you, both amazing guitar players, but are you good joke tellers? Let's find out. I've got one from Jake. Let's find out. Here's a joke. What did the cat have for breakfast? Mice Krispies. There you go, Jared. You're winning. That's the overall winning one there. Tamsin, rolling with the magician theme. My friend David had his ID stolen the other day. Now he's just Dav. Ooh, I'm going to stick with the magician though, because it's the first one of that. It's a good one, but those are both good jokes. We have already had that joke, haven't we? And I wasn't going to mention it. Other ones will come up. Lozzie says, and God said to John, come forth and you shall be granted eternal life. But he came 5th and won a toaster. Jessica has a godson called Jared. Jared has written something that I don't know how to... That's, by the way, Lozzie's in the lead at the moment. I know you meant the tumbleweed to tease Jessica, but I didn't agree. I don't know what you've said there, Jared, but I'll let it slide. What colour do cats like best? Purple. Yes, I like it. And hello, AM. Please say your middle name is something beginning with T. I don't think Alex has got a middle name. I think Alex is just Alex McNeice. Could be wrong. A plateau is the highest form of flattery. Yeah, geography jokes, I like it. Do you ever get it when you shave? You have a shave and suddenly you feel like your face looks really different. So now I keep looking at myself and finding myself looking weird. Zana. It's what's invisible and smells like carrots. A rabbit's blow off. I like the way you've cleaned it up as well there, Zana. I appreciate that. What pet makes the most noise? A trumpet, which is good. And also, a trumpet could be making most noise up. Anyway, a bit like the rabbit's blow off. This is going to be... I'm in a lines and general maths mood, it seems. You are, Alex. You are. Although Plateau felt more geology than mathematical. But yeah, I mean, it still is part of a graph, isn't it? So, you know, what am I going to say? Good purring. I know, it's not my first purr. What kind of shoes do spies wear? Sneakers. And I like that joke. It makes me just gets a good picture in my Alex McNeese is my whole name. Just Alex McNeese, and quite right too. Maddie says, knock knock. Who's there? Scold. Scold who? Scold outside. Let me in. Good joke. I like it. Now, before we read The Snail and the Whale, which I've never read, no idea what to expect. We haven't done this one already, have we? I'm sure we haven't. I'm going to skirt across here. You're going to see me disappear for a moment because I'm going to put on a new hat. Are you ready? Here comes my new hat. I'm hiding over here. Putting on. Oh, I've got to go all the way over here. Right. I'm still here. Don't worry. It's still happening. It's still happening. The new hat is coming. The new hat is coming. Now, are you ready for my new hat? Hold on. Here we go. That's my new hat. Do you like my new hat? So let me explain the hat. I decided, by the way, I can't do the story in this because I can't really see. I decided that it was too late at Halloween to get a new mask to scare people. So but I also, oh, sorry, microphone, can't see out of this thing. I also decided, hold on, you've never read The Snail and the Whale. Thank you, Jessica. I also had some stuff in my trolley online and decided that I needed to add more stuff to get free delivery. So I added this mask. And hello, the thing is, weirdly, I feel like it makes me look a little bit younger, don't you think? Look, my wrinkles are better. Much better wrinkles. My nose is shorter. It's good to have a shorter nose. I'm seeing your jokes over there, and I don't appreciate it. Right, I'm going to take this off so I can actually read stuff. There we go. And we're back. No, by the way, now somebody is going to go, Duncan's face, it's terrible, it's terrifying. And I'm supposed to find it funny. Here we go. So let's see what jokes I have missed, and then we'll read the first story. Scold, let me in. I like that. That's a good joke. Jessica is just Jessica, no middle names. What happened to the blind skunk? He fell in love with a blow-off. Now, I'm beginning to notice a pattern with your jokes, Santa. No, Jared, I like this one. Knock, knock. Who's there? Spell. Spell who? WHO. That is a brilliant joke. Like it. Have you done something different with your hair? Really suits you. Thank you very much. Duncan, come back. What have you done with Duncan? When are you going to put the hat on? It's hilarious. Noah is screaming, it's a witch. I was a witch. It was me. It says it's a wizard. No, it's a witch. It's a witch. I have a joke. Good. You will give the children nightmares. Well, maybe. I think you'd probably give it more nightmares if I just hold up the head just like that. That's probably scarier. Hello, I am a witch. Aha. Anyway, we'll get rid of that. Duncan's face is see, I knew that was going to happen. I knew that was going to happen, Alex. I'm not surprised. Now, The Snail and the Whale. Boom. There we go. So, remember, as with the songs yesterday, remember that while we're reading the story, you don't need to be telling jokes. I won't be reading your jokes. So, this is the last one I'm going to say, because it's a good one. My friend asked me to stop singing Wonderwall. I said, maybe. That's a really good joke. How am I going to choose this week? I made a suggestion that maybe Story and Joke Time was running low on jokes. And, well, you guys have proven me a bit wrong today. So, here we go. I've never read this book before, so bear with me while we give it a go. It's called The Snail and the Whale by Julia Donaldson. Pictures by Axel Scheffler. Let's just move that to there so that I can lean back and read you the story. Here we go. This is the tale of a tiny snail and a great big, great blue humpback whale. This is a rock. as black as soot. And this is a snail with an itchy foot. The sea snail slithered all over the rock and gazed at the sea and the ships in the dock. As she gazed, she sniffed and sighed. The sea is deep and the world is wide. How I long to sail, said the tiny snail. I feel like that every time I go to the seaside. These are the other snails in the flock, who all stuck tight to the smooth black rock, and said to the snail with the itchy foot, "Be quiet, don't wriggle, sit still, stay put." But the tiny sea snail sighed and sniffed, then cried, "I've got it! I'll hitch a lift." This is the trail of the tiny snail, that's the slivery trail that looped and curled and said, "Lift wanted around the world." So it's Pride of Glasgow. I should be doing this in a Scottish accent, unless it's too late now. I've started. This is the whale who came one night when the tide was high and the stars were bright. A humpback whale immensely long who sang to the snail a wonderful song of shimmering ice and coral caves and shooting stars and enormous waves. And this is the tale of the humpback whale. He held it out of the starlit sea and said to the snail, "Come, sail with me." This is the sea, so wild and free, that carried the whale and the snail on his tail to towering icebergs and far off lands, with fiery mountains and golden sands. That's the monkey from Monkey Puzzle. These are the waves that arched and crashed, that foamed and frolicked and sprayed and splashed the tiny snail on the tail of the whale. These are the waves beneath the caves, where stripy fish with feathery fins and sharks with hideous toothy grins swam round the whale and the snail on his tail. This is the sky, so vast and high, sometimes sunny and blue and warm, sometimes filled with a thunderstorm, like today, with zigzag lightning flashing and frightening the tiny snail on the tail of the whale. She gazed at the sky, the sea, the land, the waves and the caves and the golden sand. She gazed and gazed, amazed by it all, and she said to the whale, "I feel so small." But then came the day. The whale lost his way. These are the speedboats running a race, zigging and zooming all over the place, upsetting the whale with their ear-splitting roar, making him swim too close to the shore. This is the tide slipping away. And this is the whale lying beached in a bay. "Quick, off the sand, back to sea," cried the snail. "I can't move on land, I'm too big," moaned the whale. The snail felt helpless and terribly small, and then, "I've got it," she cried, and she started to crawl. "I must not fail," said the tiny snail. This is the bell on the school in the bay, ringing the children in from their play. This is the teacher holding her chalk, telling the class, "Sit straight, don't talk." This is the board as black as soot, And this is the snail with its itchy foot. A snail, a snail! The teacher turns pale. Look, say the children, it's leaving a trail. This is the trail of the tiny snail, a slivery trail saying, save the whale. These are the children running from school, fetching the fireman, digging a pool, squirting and spraying to keep the whale cool. This is the tide coming into the bay, and these are the villagers shouting, hooray! As the whale and the snail travel safely away. Back to the dock, and I want to know what just fell down. Back to the dock and the flock on the rock, who said, how time's flown and haven't you grown? And the whale and the snail told their wonderful tale of shimmering ice and coral caves and shooting stars and enormous waves, and of how the snail, so small and frail, with her looping, curling, silvery trail, saved the life of the humpback whale. Then the humpback whale held out his tail, and on crawled snail after snail after snail. And they sang to the sea as they all set sail on the tail of the great blue humpback whale. I love that story. I want to say, I feel like the pictures in this are really exquisite. I think they're really beautiful pictures. I mean, there's the standard Axel Scheffler, but they feel like they've got a bit more depth. I don't know. Every time I looked at a picture, I thought, that's a stunning piece of artwork in a kid's book. Very, very good, Axel Scheffler. Very good. I like that story. I like it. It's got a few good little messages in there. I like the message of that even if you're small, you can make a really big positive difference. And you can even save a life even if you're small. I love it for that. That's brilliant. It also has adventure in it, doesn't it? It has this snail that just wants to do something new and different. Not just do the same thing every day. And wants to go out and explore. And I think that's brilliant. There's nothing wrong with people that don't want to explore, but oh, it's wonderful going out and just seeing new things, a change of scenery, a change of landscape, hearing different voices and accents. And you know how much I like accents. Oh, I love that story. What a surprise it is that Julia Donaldson has written a wonderful book. Thank you very much, Julia Donaldson, for that superb book. Let us catch up with these jokes. I saw a few from... I'm very impressed, actually. Not many jokes came through. Have you heard... Oh, here we go. Tamsin's winning, I think. Oh, I don't know. With I Said Maybe. I don't know. It's such a good joke, but so many good ones. My sister says... Whenever my sister says, I'm serious, I have to say, no, I think you look a bit more like Severus. Good one, Megan. I like it. Bit mean to your sister, but, you know, maybe she's always wearing the long robes. You will give me a nightmare now. Is that from my mask? Maybe. Jared says, have you heard of the guy that got cut all on the left side of his body? He's all right now. Good one. I'm using up all my jokes in case you stop. I'm not stopping this week. I'm definitely not stopping this week. I will go for at least 2 more weeks. I think I've decided that because I'll definitely be taking at least 1 week off over the course of my anniversary, which is at the end of July. I'll definitely be taking 1 week off then. So I might take sort of the week before it, maybe 10 days off. So I think that gives us at least 2 more. Let's have a look at the calendar here. So yeah, I might take... So we're going to do definitely the 19th, the 9th and the 16th. And then I might take off from the 23rd. So we'll do the 22nd for primary singers, and then I'll go from the 23rd and then take that off until the following Monday, which will be the 3rd of August, probably. I'm only guessing right now. This is just all in my head, but that's probably what I'll take off. So no more live streams between that time. But yeah, we've got at least 2 more. At least 2 more jokes. Now, Riley loves this book as a little one. Thank you, Duncan, says Kaylee over on Facebook. Kaylee is Riley's mum. Now, lots of you will know that I have talked about Riley on every single live stream that I've done, and you will see in the description of the video, whether you're watching on Facebook or on YouTube, you will see a link, and you can donate to Riley's cause. Now, what Riley's been doing is during lockdown, he has been walking a marathon. He's been walking a little bit each day because Riley has cerebral palsy. And I was just making sure I got that right in my head because I know I said something wrong about him on my video the other day. I have. He's the most inspirational young man I know. He's absolutely wonderful. I've known him since he was tiny, and he's brilliant. Riley is amazing, and he's walking this marathon during lockdown, bit by bit, in stages, so he can get a bike, a trike actually, so the one that he can, you sort of lie down, but you can keep your back up, and you can pedal, and he can go around, and he can go out on bike rides with his friends if he's got that. But also, it also means that it's going to be powered as well. Now, Riley is nearly at 50%. Now, 50% isn't as close to 100% as we'd like, but I reckon we can get past 50%. There's two things you can do. Number one, if you haven't donated yet, please donate, because they're really, really close to that 50%. And if we push it over there, that's a big shot in the arm for the whole campaign. But something else you can do is wherever you see the link, share it. Just share the link. You don't have to share the videos, but find the link. It's in the description for this video on YouTube and Facebook. Copy that link and share it and get other people to donate. Don't just share it randomly. Say, this young man deserves your donations. I did loads of it on Twitter as well, and I'll get back on that actually. But let's see if we can, tonight, we want to be able to get Riley past 50%. I reckon that should be our mission. Right. All right. So, hello, Riley, as well. Glad you're enjoying it. I enjoyed that. Have you heard of the guy who done that? Oh, hold on. Let's just jump down to the bottom. Man, there's loads of jokes here. What did the balloon do when he touched the porcupine? Pop! Okay. I love this book, says Jessica. That's Snail and Noel. I've lost count of how many times we've read it. What do you call a cotton bud that's your friend? Cotton buddy. I like it. Chris says, hi, Duncan. And Megan straight away went, Grandpa! Very exciting. It's always exciting when you see your grandpa. I discovered that it would have been my grandpa's birthday just yesterday. If he hadn't died 34 years ago, but you know. But yeah, good. The grandpas are cool. Love the Snail and Noel. What did the llama say when he got kicked out of the zoo? I'll pack up my bags. I love a pun. I love a pun. Zana, I can't work out. Where's the, you know, wind element to that? There isn't one. Snail and the whale. Nice emojis. I went on a gig. I went to a gig on an island of Malaysia, but I had to leave early. Singapore, actually, she was really quite good. I feel like I messed up telling that. That's a better joke than I just let it come out. I bought a blindfold yesterday, but I can't see myself wearing it. Snail and Noel is a great book, I agree. What does Charles Dickens keep in his spice rack? The best of times, the worst of times. Tale of Two Cities jokes there. Is that Tale of Two Cities? I think it is. Should have saved that one for What the Dickens. Yes, maybe you should. What did the Mayo say when the fridge door was opened? Close it. I'm dressing. Riley's total is climbing. It is climbing. I want it to climb faster, though. Let's see if we can do that. What did the... Oh, look. Why did the rooster go to the doctor? He had the cockadoodle flu. I changed your joke slightly there because I think you meant to say cockadoodle do. Yeah, it's cockadoodle flu. Yeah, I corrected it on the way from Esme. I was on it. Boom. That was your one last week, wasn't it, Esme? I like it. Cockadoodle flu. Love it. Let me just make sure. I've just realised I'm on a different kind of chat. What did the banana say when he was sick? I'm not peeling very well. We've had that one a couple of times, I think. Now, let's go on to the next book. I haven't even got close to deciding winners yet. Best Friends or Not. I've no idea what to expect from this book. It's by Peony Lewis, and I presume the pictures are by Gabby Hansen. So we'll find out. I know. Oh, what do you call a pig with 3 eyes? Pig. I like that. That's a spin on the old no idea joke. Right. So, best friends or not? Let's find out. my best friend, is in the paper today. It's my wife, in case you didn't guess. Oh, I like this. Look at them. Playing up there. Splat, splat, splat. Nanook and Suka were best friends. They always played snowballs together. I want to play snowballs with them. But sometimes Nanook didn't want to play snowballs. Instead, he wanted to climb the ice peak and whiz down. Suka didn't. Nanook wanted to swim from iceberg to iceberg. Suka didn't. Nanook wanted to play explorers in the cave. Suka didn't. Suka only wanted to throw snowballs. We never play what I want to play, said Nanook. It's not fair. Splat! Suka's snowball hit Nanook on the nose. That's when Nanook and Suka stopped being best friends. I'm loving the colour coordination between this and... Anyway. I knew there was another page there. Okay. Without Suka, Nanook climbed the ice peak that Suka wouldn't climb. He was as high as the birds. Hello, gulls, called Nanook. Then Nanook whizzed down. Whee! Am I getting the accents right? Yeah. Nanook splashed into the sea. Hello, seals, he said. They all swam to the icebergs where Suka wouldn't go and played chase until it was time for the seals to have their nap. I want a nap now. I just read the word nap. Nanook waved goodbye to the sleepy seals. I'll do some exploring on my own, he said. Slowly, Nanook crept into the mysterious ice cave that Suka wouldn't explore. Deep inside, something sparkled. There were hundreds of icicles. Nanook wished Suka could see them too. Ding, dang, dong. Nanook played musical icicles, and soon he wasn't alone. 2 Arctic fox cubs stopped and sang to his twinkling music before going on their way. Ow, 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 ow. Outside the cave, it had begun to snow. Nanook stood alone and watched the falling snowflakes. Gusts of wind swirled them into shapes. Dancing snow bears, whispered Nanook. Nanook danced. He danced with his silent snow friends. Too soon the sun came out and the snowflakes drifted away. So Nanook decided to make his own snow friend. He piled up snow. He patted it into shape, but it didn't look right. What are you making? Whispered a voice. Nanook turned and saw Suka. I'm trying to build a snow bear, said Nanook. Suka smiled shyly and asked, Can I help? I thought you only wanted to play snowballs, said Nanook. It's no fun on my own, said Suka. I've missed you. I've missed you too, said Nanook. And together, Suka and Nanook built a snow bear. That was almost as fun as snowballs, said Suka. Now what shall we play? Let's race down the ice peak, suggested Nanook. Whoever wins first gets to choose the next game. Hold on. Let me just find something out. Yeah, we're okay. Just checking. Whoever wins gets to choose the next game. That's fair. Suka grinned, and as fast as they could, they climbed the ice peak and whizzed down. Whee! Nanook won. So what do we play next? Asked Suka. Nanook thought. And then he said, I want to play snowballs with my best friend. Splat, 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 splat. And that's what they did. There we go. And they stayed really good friends. That's a story, isn't it? You know, I'm going to admit it's not one of my favourites. I tell you what, I like that story. It's nice, it's friendly, and they're talking about nice things. But no friend should ever feel pressured into doing things. If you don't want to do something, you don't have to. That's an important thing. And it's nice that they ended up sort of coming to an agreement. And a good way of being friends is to have a bit of compromise and to not just make it all about yourself, but to think about what your friend wants and stuff. But you should never do things that you don't want to do just because people are forcing you into it. But I don't think that doesn't happen in this story. Nobody's forcing anyone. They actually learn together to just accept each other's ideas and have fun playing those games. It's lovely. Lovely story. There we go. Snail and... Oh, no. Best friends or not can sit over there. So, let's catch up with your jokes. What do you call a pig? Right, here we go. From Tamsin. Some people have good hand-eye coordination, but pirates have good eye-eye coordination. Yeah, I like that. You're always going to win me over with a pirate impression. What's Harry Kane's favourite weather? Hurricane. Now, what I would say, what is Tottenham Hotspur's favourite weather? A hurricane would be a... I don't want to tell you how to tell a joke here, Jared, but you know. What did the Buddhists say to the hot dog vendor? Make me one with everything. A bit of a highbrow joke there. I like it. A bit quiet, you're telling me. Well, it's a bit late now. We've been doing stories for the last 35 minutes. That's the volume. We're at this volume. I'm not changing it. Turn your telly up. How do you make a tissue dance? You put a little boogie in it. I think that's the joke we've had the most times during Story and Joke Time, Zana. But it's a great joke. I used to be addicted to the hokey cokey, but I turned myself around. Why do you never see elephants hiding behind trees? Because they're really good at it. Oh, Jared, don't say meh at me. I'm just trying to help. Meh. I'm just trying to help your jokes. It's a good joke. I'm just saying that it would have been better if. You know, standard. Good would be better if. That's all. Right, let's turn this thing off. Boom, that's gone. Oh, look, I've just noticed, looking down, that we've still got jokes from a few weeks ago stuck up there. What do you do if the M6 is closed? Drive up the M3 twice. Love that joke. What is... Oh, was this Jake's joke that a few weeks ago? What is Whitney Houston's favourite type of coordination? Hand-eye. By the way, I feel like my eyebrows look like they're really sticking up, but they're not. I don't know what's going on. I look like I've got really eyebrows. Maybe it's from the mask. Okay, great jokes today, everyone. I'm going to have a quick scroll through, see if I can get a short list. So, tum-ty-tum-ty-tum. A plateau is the highest form of flattery. Pretty good. Sneakers. I like that joke. I like the sneakers one. Scold outside. Let me in. Do you know what? There's not many good knock-knock jokes, but I did like that one. Fell in love with lots of blow-off jokes from Zana. Knock-knock. Who's there? Spell who? WHO. Jared, that's really good. No, I'd never read The Snail and the Whale. Never read it. I'm just looking down. I know I should have said. Masks and jokes. Duncan's face is terrible. I said maybe. I think that's winning. Right, just up to there, my favourite jokes are Jared with knock knock who's there, spell who, WHO. You know, I'm going to start making a short list. There we go. I'll put Jared on it. JRRED. There you go. That's Jared. And then we've got... Who was the other one that I said that I liked? I like that one. Tam's in. Let's have a look at that one. Let's put that in there. And let's see if I've got one that I think is better. I'm just kind of talking to myself a little bit right now. All right now, that's good. Porcupine Pop, it's not as good as your one before. Well, Alpaca My Bags is a good joke, but I ruined that one. So sorry, Alex. I think it might have stood a better chance if I hadn't ruined it when I read it. The best of times is the worst of times. I do like that joke. Dressing, rooster, cockadoodle flu is a great joke. Let's put that up there as a shortlisted joke as well, I think. Good, like it. Let's see what we've got. Well, not peeling well, had that. Good. Aye, coordination, good one. Make one with everything. Boogie in it. Turn myself around is a really good joke, Tamsin, I have to say. I'm going to shortlist that one as well. T, there we go. We always look. I don't think this is as funny as I just found it. This properly made me laugh. Here we go. How long does it take to make butter? An eternity. Do you know, I honestly don't think that's as funny as I've just found it, and yet it's shortlisted. Esme, teacher, Eric, why are you doing your maths on the floor? Eric, you told me to do it without using tables. Esme, with the teacher joke thing here, I reckon she's just found these somewhere. Make up a sentence using the word lettuce. Pupil, lettuce out of school early. I like that one too. Right. Shortlist's coming along. I've made a short list. I'm going to keep that going. Emma's joke. Oh, here we go. Emma's joke. I don't know why Emma can send her own joke. She's currently watching on Facebook. She could just send it now on Facebook. But here we go. Let's find out what Emma's joke is. Emma's joke is coming. We're all just sitting here waiting. We're going to read Pog and wait for Emma's joke. Because Emma's joke's the most important joke. Before we read Pog, actually, I'll just say a few things. While we're waiting for Emma's joke. So, on Sunday, everybody, it is the final ever Shakespeare Sunday. We are reading King Lear. I would love for you all to be there, okay? We will be there from 4:30, just like this, reading King Lear, and it's going to be amazing, okay? It's great. It's my favourite Shakespeare story. I've enjoyed quite a few of the recent ones, actually. I've never read this book. I don't know what to expect. We get fun accents and good chat. It's really good fun. Please join me, 4:30 on Sunday. If you can't wait till then to have some fun, well, 3 o'clock tomorrow is the final Sing with Alex. So go, please, to the Real Power of Music Facebook page. YouTube page, but also Facebook page. Why not? The Real Power of Music, and make yourself watch Alex singing. It's really good fun. We have really good fun today. Tomorrow, I'm reminding him now, he's going to be doing the Rainbow Connection, but he's going to say singing the Rainbow Connection like it's a rainbow rabbit. True story. Now, let's find out what Emma's joke was. Emma's joke is, what's the difference between Prince Charles and a monkey? One is heir apparent, and the other has a hairy parent. Okay. Emma's funnier when she doesn't try to be funny, though. I mean, that's a good joke. I'm not saying that's not a good joke. That's a great joke, right? But Emma is at her funniest when she has no intention of being funny. That's just a fact. There we go. Why are adults always complaining? Because they are grown-ups. Teacher, can anyone tell me where the Andes are? Pupil, I can. They're on the end of your armies. True story. Right, let's read Pog. No more jokes while we read Pog. Boom, microphone over here. I'll lift it up a little bit. Have it a bit closer to my mouth. Since we had Megan going, that really echoed around the word going. Oh, wow. There's a certain reverberation in the room. This room is in that note. Going. Oh. It makes everything in the room vibrate. Can you hear that? Can you feel that? Going. Ma. Wow. I think it's the radiator. Anyway, I'll stop doing that. That's weird, isn't it? It's her dad's best joke. Oh, bless him. I'm joking. It's a good joke. It's a good joke. I'm not saying it's not a good joke. Knock, knock. Who's there? Ice cream. Ice cream who? I will scream if you don't. I will ice cream if you don't let me in. I mean, it just doesn't work. Right, here we go. Pog. I know nothing about Pog. Pog, the monster who is afraid of children. Let's go. It's by Lynn Lee, which is a good name, isn't it? Lynn Lee. Here we go. Oh, I love the pictures. Look at the pictures. They're amazing. Here we go. Pog lived with his mum, who was as busy as a dung beetle, and his dad, who was often away on mysterious business. There was baby Bedlam, who didn't do much of anything yet, and Nana, who sat and talked to her pet. pot plants. There was Big Brother Vandal. Look at him smashing stuff. Pog was as brave as a bathtub full of sharks. He was afraid of nothing. Well, nothing very much. It was only at bedtime when shadows played tricks on the eyes that Pog grew very nervous. "Better check under the bed for children," crooned Vandal, as he softly laughed his wicked laugh. "I am 2 meters tall and older than I have ever been," said Pog. "I am not afraid of anything." But he was. He was very afraid of children. Every night he checked carefully under his bed, inside the toy box and behind the door. Then he would sneak up to his wardrobe and wrench the doors open. Everyone knows that's where children like to hide the most. He kept his night light on and pulled the covers up tight under his chin until he fell asleep. When he woke up in the morning, he bounced out of bed, full of bed bugs. He had made it through another night. When Pog started school, he had to walk with Vandal. "I am 2 meters tall and older than I have ever been. I can walk to school by myself," said Pog to his mum. "Not yet," she smiled. "Pog's too little to walk by himself," crooned Vandal as they set off for school. "I am as brave as a bucketful of snails," said Pog. I'm just going to hold on. Let me just check something. Now we're okay. "I am as brave as a bucketful of snails," said Pog, and he stuck out his lip in a terrifying pout. "I don't need you." "What about the children hiding along the way?" Vandal growled. Pog was shocked. He thought children only came out when it was dark, like a night mist or a bad dream. Vandal grinned his wicked grin. "They wait in the bushes until a little monster comes wandering alone. Then they leap out and pack you in a sack and drag you away. So stick with me or you'll be in trouble." Pog stuck with Vandal all day. On their way home, they heard a whimpering and a wailing, a groaning and a moaning. Pog stopped. He grabbed Vandal. "It's children," squeaked Pog. "Children in the bushes." "Don't be stupid," growled Vandal. "There's no such thing." Vandal parted the bushes, and there, stuck among the thorny branches, eyes wide and wet red nose running, and a mouth open in a black, high-pitched wail, was a child. Vandal went white with shock. He shook with fear, and then he fled down the road without looking back. Pog thought he must be dreaming. He stood and looked at the child. It was so small and so sad and so damp that, well, he just couldn't be afraid of it. "Who are you?" asked Pog. "What's wrong?" My name is Tom, and I'm having a bad dream and I can't wake up," said the child. Pog thought about this. "You had better come home with me," he said. Oh, look, they're holding hands. The family was flummoxed when Pog turned up with Tom. Mum cowered in the corner, clutching Bedlam to her breast. Dad thought Tom was a nightmare and tried to catch him in his net. Nana told Tom to get back to his pot. She thought he was a plant. And Vandal stood quivering and quaking and shivering and shaking. Pog said, "He has to stay. I have to dream him away." Pog went to bed early that night. He didn't check under his bed or inside the toy box or behind the door. Instead, he told Tom to sit in the wardrobe. Everybody knows that's where children hide, ready to jump out and scare little monsters, explained Pog. Pog fell asleep. He dreamed of children. Children laughing in the playground. Children playing in the sun. But he wasn't scared. He dreamed of Tom running home where his parents were waiting. When Pog woke up the next morning, he jumped out of the bed, full of bedbugs. He opened the wardrobe door, and Pog was gone. Oh, Tom was gone, not Pog. Pog was as brave as a barrel full of worms. I am 2 meters tall, and I'm older than I have ever been, he said. And he was never, ever afraid of anything ever again. Well, not very much. And there he is, scared of a little teddy bear. Ha ha! Do you know, I'm not scared of anything really, except I used to be a bit scared, and I'm not anymore, thank goodness. I used to be a bit scared of cuddly toys. I'm not joking. Not all cuddly toys, but you know my Kiwi, Jonah. Hello, I am Jonah. He's just over there shouting out to me. My Kiwi, Jonah, he was the first cuddly toy that I was afraid of. And I was in my 20s. I was a grown-up. And I met this cuddly toy. And it scared me. I was really scared. I'm not scared. I wasn't like, ooh, thinking anything was going to happen. But for some reason, it made me really anxious. And I couldn't be around it. And my sister used to hide it around the house. That's why I've still got it. And then I started to notice other cuddly toys. And they started making me feel apprehensive too. But now I don't feel it at all. So I'd say for about 6 or 7 years, I had a really interesting thing where I was actually a little bit afraid. Not afraid, but apprehensive, a bit wary of cuddly toys. Weird, isn't it? It's completely gone now. Don't give a monkeys now. True story. Now, let's find out what I have missed. I see you're a split second apart, so you're hearing an echo, but you're hearing an echo off each other's thing. I hit the perfect note to make I think it was my radiator, probably that. Moo. I don't know, can't do it now. Here we go. What did the pirate say when he turned 80? I'm 80. Yes, Tamsin Hazel's already done that, as she's told you. One of you will have to turn your volume off. Hey, you do what you want to do. Once my dog ate all the Scrabble tiles. He kept leaving little messages around the house. Yeah, shortlisted. Straight on. Done. Shortlisted joke, that one. I like it. It's about Scrabble. I love Scrabble. There we go. Good one. So, Pop. Oh, what is it this time? Dog. Oh, sorry, I didn't realise you were carrying on the joke. Yeah, Pop would get you. It's 3 for a P, isn't it, and 1 for an O. So it's 7 points flat out, unless you're hitting a double word score or a double letter score somewhere, or a triple. True story. Let's just get rid of this here because. Why are green beans the most zen of all vegetables? Because they're found there in peas. Yeah, good one, like that. It is a great story. I really like that, Pog. No, small robot, you know. I am no, small robot, you know. Friend of Ulysses. Ulysses! Anyway, he's asked me to replay Pog already before bed rather than the story. You have to listen to me say it again. Oh, well, do it then. That's fine by me. What's the fastest cake in the world? Too late. It's gone. What's Forrest Gump's password? 1 Forrest 1. My neighbours. Did I paste that down there? No. My neighbours. Why don't you write with a broken pencil? Pointless. Where's that neighbour's one? My neighbours gave me one last chance to stop playing his trumpet. Unfortunately, I blew it. Always gets to after we've finished the story. That's always when all the best jokes come out for some reason. Where were we? What should you do if you find a dinosaur in your bed? Sleep somewhere else. Esme. I like that. I like that because it's actually a good piece of real advice as well. So we're joking, but we're learning. Sleep somewhere else. I like it. That goes up in the top half there. Boom. Where are we? Right, no more jokes, because otherwise we're just going to be here all day while I've shortlisted them. What do you call a rooster staring at a pile of lettuce? A chicken Caesar salad. I love that joke. That's made me laugh. How do you ask a dinosaur to dinner? T-Rex? Esme smashed it. Great joke. Right. Oh, hold on. Let's get all of that up. T-Rex? Oh, I like the way you make me laugh, you bunch of cheeky chappies. Why are Brazil nuts so shy? Because it's hard to get them out of their shells. By the way, that is a funny joke, but also it's so true. Have you ever tried it? It's so annoying, because what you want really is a whole Brazil nut, right? But what you have to do is you always break it, crack it in the thing, and you always break the nut inside. And you want the whole thing, and it's in 2 bits, and you get a couple of little crumbs. It's really annoying. What do you call an underground train full of professors? A tube of Smarties. I like it. Right. I've got... Oh, look, by the way, I just got a message from my wife, and I will read it out to you. Oh. No, what? I got a message from her, and now it's disappeared. Oh, okay. Anyway, apparently she's on the front of the newspaper as well. She's amazing, my wife. Head teacher. What a legend. Brilliant jokes. I've made a shortlist. I've got to choose a winner out of these, haven't I? So, knock, knock. Who's there? Spell who? WHO. Yeah, good joke. I'll bring these up here so I don't have to look that. Why did the rooster go to school? Because why didn't the rooster go to school? Because he had the cockadoodle flu. What should you do if you find a dinosaur in your bed? Sleep somewhere else. It's between those two, I think. That and Jared. So, there for the all over thing. Now, I said maybe it's funny. I used to be addicted to Hokey Cokey, but turn myself around is great. Eternity. Little messages. P's not that. T-Rex. Oh, T-Rex is a good one as well. 2 dinosaur jokes there. Okay. Right. So, for the grown-ups, I've made a decision. So, amazing jokes today. I've made a decision. The winner for the grown-ups is... It's not even. This isn't even as good. It's not good enough to win, and yet it's winning. So it obviously is good enough to win. By the way, we're supposed to be here for about 35, 40 minutes, and we've been here nearly an hour. Just got carried away. How long does it take to make butter? An eternity. That wins for the grown-ups. Lozzie, you win. You win the grown-ups. How long does it take to make butter? An eternity. And the winning children's joke. There's 2 dinosaur ones and a knock-knock one. Which one am I going to go for? I'm going to go for it. I don't even think it... no, he is still watching. Here we go. The winner. The winner is... Knock, knock. Who's there? Spell who? WHO. By Jared. That is our winner for this week. Jared, you win. You win. And Lozzie wins. But Jared, you win overall. Lozzie wins the grown-ups. Jared, you win the children. Amazing stuff, Jared. You can now tell everyone you've won a joke competition. You've got to come back next week with all your friends, Jared, and make sure that you win again. You win again. Guys, I've had so much fun today. So much fun that we've been going on for at least an extra 15 minutes. It's supposed to be about 35 minutes this session, 40 minutes. And, we've been going for an hour. I don't care. I've had really, really good fun. Please do consider donating to Riley's fundraiser. The link is in the description. Make sure that you are subscribed to this channel. Make sure that you like this video wherever you're watching it. Make sure that you... keep joining me on all these things and see Alex at 3 o'clock tomorrow, me at 4:30 on Sunday for the last ever King Lear Shakespeare Sunday. I'm going to go on to the final page where you can see it says the final Sing with Alex, the last ever Shakespeare Sunday. Up on Facebook, I'm saying goodbye, bye-bye. And down on YouTube, I'm saying a big, fond farewell. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.